Rolling?
Rolling.
My boy. Fatso was in the building. What's happening, my boy?
What's poppin', man?
Are you from Florida? Where are you from exactly, bro?
Yeah, Florida, South Miami, feel me, Cutler Bay.
How did you get associated with my boys at Big Squad, man?
Man, I was just really promoting my shit. Say cheese. That's how bro found my shit. Sada, feel me?
So Scoop found your music first?
Yeah.
And then he reached out to you?
Yeah, he reached out to me through DM.
And what was kind of like the process after that, bro? So you guys talk about making music together? Like, how did it work after that?
Bro, honestly, I think he was just, feel me, talking to me. Then he just sent me like a open or whatever. And like, I ain't really go to Detroit till like a year after we was talking type shit. Like, we was just chopping it up the whole time, just off the music type shit, feel me?
Yeah, for sure. I listen to some of your music, man, and I really dig it because you got the singing flow in it, you know what I'm saying? It's more melodic and stuff like that. It's very different. I didn't know what to expect when I first listened to you, but I fuck with it. Talk about how you originated your style.
I don't know. I since a jit, I just like to sing, feel me? So, getting older, you feel me, got into rap and just mixed both of them together like that type shit, feel me?
Well, how long you been making music for?
Seriously, like 4 years, but I always been doing music, like just writing songs or whatever, like always.
Yeah, but when, man? When did it start? Like, when was the beginning of making the music?
Bro, I don't know. I was like 9 years old, really like singing and rapping and shit. And then when I was like 16, 17, maybe even younger, I don't know, I was in high school, I had got a mic from a store and like hooked that shit up to a laptop and just fucked around. That shit was trash, but started from there, feel me?
Yeah. You showing it to your friends and they're telling you it's trash, or did you just know consciously?
Nah, I don't know if they was lying to me or what, but it was like, yeah, that shit fire, feel me? Got potential, feel me? So, as a jit, that shit was hard. I tell you now, that shit trash, though.
Yeah. Now looking at it as trash. At the time, did you know it was trash?
Nah, I mean, at the time, I thought that shit was raw because I ain't never heard myself rapping, nothing like that.
For sure.
I ain't like my voice growing up until I put that shit on the mic, and I was like, okay, this shit hard.
Yeah, man.
So.
Where does your musical style kind of influence from? I'm getting taste from here and there, but where do you think it stems from?
I mean, I don't know, bro. To keep it real with you, like,
come on, man.
I really fuck with Kodak. Feel me?
Kodak. I love Kodak. Man. Kodak's the shit. Yeah, he kind of separated himself. Kodak's the first artist that I actually fucked with in the past, like, since Tupac and Biggie, where I was literally like, yo, what the fuck?
Since Tupac and Biggie?
Yes, and Eminem. Like, legitimately, where I was like, oh, that's the next motherfucker I'm listening to. Because I heard all the NBA, I heard all that other stuff. Not NBA Youngboy, he wasn't out yet. But I heard all this other shit, and I was like, I'm not really digging it. Kodak was the one that made me go like, okay, this is the next dude for me.
Because he's so versatile, he'll keep you listening.
Yeah, facts. Plus, you know it's all real. That shit's real. Like, his track First Day Out, man, god damn. First Day Out was some real shit. Raw as fuck too. The rawest track, not even mixed and mastered and shit, just like out there, literally, like fucking just legendary. How old are you, bro?
22.
22. Young cat, goddamn. Now, what was the first milestones for you as an artist? What was the kind of the moments that you realized people were really fucking with you and reciprocating it after you had started?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. As soon as I dropped my first album, that shit was already doing, like, even though it wasn't doing crazy numbers, it was already doing numbers I ain't never seen before. And I was like, that was the moment where I was like, yeah, this shit gonna be something.
What were the numbers looking like?
Bro, before I even dropped that, I was doing like 2,000 views in the whole year. Feel me? After that, I dropped the album. That shit did like probably like 2K views in a day or something. And I was just like, damn, this shit crazy. And then like after a week, I had a few songs at like 10, 20K. That was like the first album I ever dropped, feel me? Like, seriously. And then after that, shit started going 50K, 100K. I ain't never seen that shit ever, feel me? Like, and that's how I knew. Like,
how was it getting promoted? Like, were people even figuring out about you?
SoundCloud. I feel like that was still the time that SoundCloud was just like one of them music social medias that you find a bunch of new artists at and shit like that. And I still think it is, to be real, feel me?
Yeah, for sure. SoundCloud is very relevant. So it wasn't really no marketing strategy behind it. You were just uploading it and people were tuning in.
I ain't know shit about marketing. I'm still learning about marketing.
Yeah.
That shit was just natural. Like,
after you realizing that you're getting this massive reciprocation from people and everything like that, what was kind of your next steps after that?
Like after my shit started doing numbers?
Yeah, once you started realizing what was going on.
Well, at the time, I had a way bigger circle, and I had a lot of people telling me what I should do. You feel me? It wasn't just off my own muscle. Like, I had a lot of people giving me ideas and shit. After that, we started branching off to music videos. Shot my first music video. That turned up. I wasn't really doing shows or nothing yet. But it was just like little small shit, like videos or popping out to parties. Back in the day, that used to be lit. Like, popping out to parties, all the jits knew me and shit. That was a good, like, little era. I don't do that no more, though.
What's the scene like over there? Is it competitive in Florida? Like, what's the hip-hop scene like and the rap scene like over there?
In Florida as a whole, yeah, it's very competitive. Like, especially now, there's a lot of new artists. But where I'm from, like, down south, not really, bro. It's like nobody really... There's no big artists from down south, like, mainstream, like, nobody. Feel me? So...
Yeah. But there's a scene. There's like a scene where everybody kind of gets together, or is there not even like a spot to go
Back
to?
in the day, it was. Feel me? A lot of people don't know Vino, but he was the one who really turned me up. He was like the artist from down south. Feel me? That was like the music scene. Him and some other artists. Feel me? And it was just them two. And like that was the music scene down south though. Like, feel me? I'm speaking for down south because North Miami and like up where Jacksonville at, Orlando and shit, I never really knew about that shit, so I can't really tell you about like back in the day how it was. But yeah, like the scene was small where I'm from, like real small. So
yeah, man. It must be difficult, right? Because you're trying to get your music out there, you're trying to perform at places and all that, and there's not really like a core yet. It's not really like developed yet, right?
Yeah, but that's why the shows was always up north. Feel me? Because down south ain't too much, but up north, since the shows was up north, the artists from up there be getting booked there too. So it was a bigger scene with the shows and shit. Like the shows they had them on a lot. It was a lot of shows once I started turning up that I went to and shit like that.
How many times have you come to Detroit?
It's my second time. Over a year, I think.
Have you got to perform or do anything? Have you got to try out your music out here?
Nah, I did a music video that like I ain't do much up here. This is my second time for me. I went to a show and shit. That shit was lit.
Yeah.
Shout out Sada and shit, but yeah, bro, it's still Detroit's still a new thing for me. Like, this shit lit. I fuck with it heavy.
What have you noticed about Detroit so far? What are you feeling? How are you feeling about it? Kind of talk about some things that you've like really stuck out to you so far.
Cold as fuck.
It's not cold, bro. It's like 70 degrees right now.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Today is good. Today's the only day though, bro. The other days, the first day I came here, bro, I was cold as fuck. Super cold. All in my jacket and shit. In Miami, you could walk around with a t-shirt every day, like you don't gotta worry. Like here, you go without a jacket, your ass, you over with.
Yeah, man. That's the only thing you noticed about here's the weather?
Well, it ain't too much over here, but the people here, I fuck with them. Feel me? That's all I need to do.
What's the similarities between the culture or kind of the people out there in Florida versus over here in Detroit for you?
Similarities ain't too many, but
damn,
I can tell you what's different. Like like Miami's like a melting pot. You gonna find every single type of race, like Mexican, black people, white people, Venezuelan, Colombian, Cuban. Feel me? Here's like black people, white people. I don't really know. I ain't really been here too long to tell you, but
okay,
that's what I see off the bat. Feel me?
What's been the biggest hurdles for you so far as an upcoming artist?
Hurdles?
Yeah.
COVID was a big ass hurdle.
Mm-hmm.
When COVID happened, my numbers went down and shit. Everybody was out of school. I feel like that was a big thing because I used to like monitor my SoundCloud, like my insights, like especially the first year. I used to just watch that shit all day, like my views, my numbers, all that. So when school stopped, I noticed Jits wasn't like listening to music as early in the morning and shit, and that affect like just a little bit affect the numbers and shit. So not only that, shows start happening, all kind of shit, like all kind of shit. So COVID was one, but another hurdle is having money. You gotta have money doing this shit. Like you can't really. I mean, you can work a 9 to 5, but you're gonna be working check to check, and you're gonna be living broke as fuck. Feel me? I can't tell you how to get money, but all I know is you gotta get that shit. Feel me? That's another hurdle. I mean,
so living paycheck to paycheck obviously makes it more difficult because if you're focusing on your job all day, then you got to come home and record some music. It's not the easiest thing in the world.
You probably not even gonna want to. You probably already worked all day. Music is work too.
Yeah, it's like the energy of your whole life basically. It's being poured onto a track. It's not just like you're talking.
Nah, facts. Like it's something you're gonna love to do, but at the same time, it's still work. You still gotta put in hours to that shit.
Yeah. Now, are you kind of like under management, or how does that work exactly?
Not really. I'm not really under management.
Mm-hmm.
But I got definitely people who play their role as managers sometimes, feel me?
Yeah.
And be helping me out and guiding me a little bit. But most of the stuff I do really just off my muscle, like, so far, feel me?
How are you able to understand how to organize everything and maintain yourself and kind of know how to get on route in the entertainment industry at such a young age and find some type of success doing it?
I mean, I feel like you that shit got to be built in you. You got to be like, you got to be a real businessman with this stuff. Like, this music is a business. You feel me? You just got to be good at doing business. Like, that's really the only way. Like, you can't tell somebody how to be good at something. Feel me? Like, that shit got to be in you. Like,
yeah. And to have the awareness to know how to delegate it, right? At the same time.
Yeah, and also, like, people, like, it also depends who you got around you, too, because you're going to learn a lot from somebody who know what they talking about. Or you could have people around you telling you the wrong thing that could fuck you up. So, you just got to, feel me? You got to be blessed.
Yeah, and so along the route, there was a lot of people in your ear, obviously. When they see somebody talented, they see the numbers, they see all this happening, they're going to try to take you this way and take you that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And did you ever get caught up in that before?
Yeah, I had bad people around me.
Yeah.
I got rid of them. But definitely, I learned about that stuff early.
What's some of the circumstances that come up that make you realize, okay, this is not the type of person I need around me in the scene right now?
People with intentions, feel me? Like, someone's intentions might be, you might be thinking that's to help them or to help you, but really they just trying to help themselves. Like, you got to see how somebody using you, like, what they using you for, like, and what is benefiting you with, and what is benefiting them with. Feel me? You got to watch all that.
I love your music videos, especially because there's a lot of women in it. Sexy ass women, by the way.
I do a lot of love music, so
yeah, it's fire.
I be figuring out, like, all right, I gotta start rapping about women, so I don't gotta hire all these models all the time. Every fucking music video got a model, and I'm like, I'm tired of this shit.
You want to switch it up?
I do, yeah.
But it's fire.
Nah, it's fire. It's fire.
Now, who's coming up with these concepts and whatnot? Are you helping the director, or are you guys coming to mutual agreements? How does it work?
I got one cameraman. His name Dan to the L.
Yeah.
He like a cameraman and director all in one, but not every cameraman like that.
Right. There's cameramen, videographers.
There's cameraman who's just there to do their job.
Yeah.
Feel me? But yeah, some of it comes from me. Some of it comes from, like I say, Dan. Some of it comes from people around me. And yeah, we always find a way to put that shit together.
Back when I used to shoot music videos, yeah, you had the point and shooters, the guys who just had the camera and they would wave it around and call it a day. And then you guys, the guys who come up with concepts and you map it out for you.
Yeah, treatments. Actually, early on, I had this one cameraman who was really like a friend who I don't really mess with no more. But he was just like, since he was a friend for me, he would come up with all the concepts too. And he was really raw with the camera movement or whatever. And it would always be a movie, and we would always do it for free because he was our dog. So that was good to have around at the time.
Yeah. When you're coming up and when you're kind of like a rising star, you know a lot of stuff's free. You know, a lot of people offer to shoot music videos for you, to make a beat for you and all that stuff. Do you get flooded with that stuff constantly, or how's that looking?
Yeah, but those kind of stuff is really the stuff sometimes you don't want, because anytime somebody working for free, they ain't going to work as hard as they supposed to, feel me? So I'd rather pay somebody to do it. Like, I tried doing the free stuff, but it ain't always come out how I wanted to. Like, you could pay a free cameraman, but he's probably just trying to come up. He probably early on in his camera life or whatever, and the shit ain't coming out how it's supposed to, feel me? So I'd rather work with somebody who already established and who already know what they doing, feel me? Who got a, reputation for doing good music videos. Yeah,
like the portfolio's got to be there. They got to prove their work and whatnot.
You got to have a resume.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of your videos, you're averaging, what could you say, like 50 to 100,000 minimum, right? Per video, somewhere like that?
Nah, right now probably like anywhere from like 20 to 50,000
so
per video. YouTube I don't do as good. SoundCloud and Apple Music is my best.
Right.
Spotify too.
I know you have... You've had 60s though. You've had 60s and 70s and stuff like that.
Yeah. I got a music video with 200K. Feel me? That came over time. I got a music video with 100.
I noticed on your YouTube there's not that many features though. It's only like a few people features on that. You didn't think to kind of branch out and work with other people yet?
Yeah, you see, Florida's like a hard place to branch out. If people don't already fuck with you, it ain't even if they don't fuck with you. They just don't know you. It's harder to fuck with them. Like, it's crazy how I fuck with so many people who out of town, more than people in my own state. I did a song with Soulja Kid. That's probably like one of the only Florida artists I really ever worked with.
Yeah.
I talked to a few right now. Like Gutter, I talked to him. There's probably a few other ones. I can't remember their name right now, but on a music note, I ain't really mess with too many Florida artists. But I ain't gonna lie, you just gotta be, like I say, inside that circle. If you inside that circle, it's gonna be hella network and all that, feel me? But it's just harder for people outside the circle, feel me, to get in there. Like, that's just the way it is. Shit.
Yeah, I feel that for sure.
In some states, you could blow up and off rip, they gonna fuck with you, like, just cause you got good music. So it's different everywhere.
Have you had an opportunity to sign with anybody or anything like that? Have people throwing offers at you?
People throwing offers at me, but nothing crazy, like, nothing crazy. So I'd rather remain independent till I find something that's worth the while.
Yeah. You didn't fall for kind of like that 360, kind of like get baited into stuff like that?
Nah, ever since, I mean, I started already when I was like 17, 18, so I already kind of had a knowledge of being like, okay, I don't want to sign no 360. Everybody knew what that was. Feel me? Everybody used to talk about that shit already, so I was going to get into that.
I bet you record labels are like, fuck, man, these podcasts are fucking us up, man. They're talking about these 360 deals. Now they know what time it is. Here's $100,000, and that's not
everybody know
really
what a 360 deal is. I mean, everybody know what a 360 deal is, but nobody ever really seen the contract, so I could be wrong.
Yeah, for sure. When you make your music, obviously, you know, when you're listening to it and everything like that, there's a lot of heartfelt in it. It's for the women, like, it feels like to some degree, like, bitches are heartbroken, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. How did you come across that lane?
That was in me, feel me? I'm just an emotional nigga sometimes, so I like making emotional music, feel me? It's real, feel me? Like,
that's facts.
If I sang it, I felt it, so.
Yeah, that's fire as fuck. But, like, so were you like a person who you had a lot of bitches and they all broke your heart, or like how did that shit work? How did it come to that point?
Yeah, I feel like every girlfriend I had broke my heart at one point.
Damn, me too, son.
Like, bad. But, I mean, it's a good thing at the same time, though, because it made me good music. So.
But hold on, man. I've only had my heart broken, like, for real one time, and then one time was like a half a heartbreak. So how many times have you got broken?
Like 3 times.
Damn.
Like 3 times. But I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of dumb all 3 times, though, when I look back at it. Feel me? Like, I did do some dumb shit, so.
Were you a serial cheater, bro?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I was the opposite, bro. I really be loyal to these females, bro. That's why I don't like doing that shit, because every time, feel me, I get my heart broke.
What was the longest one? What was the rankings of worst one, and how long was that?
My last one.
How long was that one?
Probably like 2 years ago now.
Damn.
Still feel that shit.
How long were you guys together?
A year.
Man, what the fuck? A year, bro? You got your
I'm
heart...
22, bro.
Yeah, I know, but damn, a year? I need to be with a girl for at least 6 years before I get heartbroken by her.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. I did dumb shit. I felt a little quick, but...
Don't tell me she cheated on you, bro.
Come on, man. Of course.
Damn! No! You were at work. You were at work, man. Oh, man. She's like, oh, I'll get you when you get off work. And meanwhile... Dog's trying out your socks in the bedroom. Man, but for real, hey, listen, man, I used to never like talking about this, but yeah, man, my longest relationship, I got cheated on like 13 times. She was cheating on me
I probably did too, but I just ain't know about 13 times. God, to know,
no cap, I'm not gonna lie, that shit hurt, son.
To know 13 times, bad.
But it was never like I fucked the dude. It was like she was just out with another dude type shit. And I was like, oh, if it was just you were out, that's straight. But if you did anything else, it's over. And then one day I just sent... One day... Nah, then I found her. Then I found her on like Tinder or something. I was like, damn, man, I think that's it. I think I gotta let this one go. I think that's the end of this one.
I bet not ever find my bitch on Tinder.
Do you have Snapchat on Tinder or no?
Hey, listen, let me tell you something, by the way, y'all. I have more bitches that are married in my DMs than single bitches and bitches in relationships, okay? Some of my friends as bitches hit me up, and I just ignore them, but damn, it is crazy out here. You know they saying cheating for this generation is at all-time high?
I don't watch YouTube videos about that shit, all kind of shit.
Yeah. Well, why?
I don't fucking know, bro.
It has to be social media, bro.
Nah, for sure. Nah, yeah, it's social media. For sure. Back in the day, they didn't have social media to be looking at all these different niggas and shit when they horny and shit. Man. Now they could. they DMs full, feel me?
Yeah.
Every female, ugly to bad, they all got their DMs full on Instagram.
Facts.
Mm.
I know a girl that was average. She had an NBA player in her inbox. I'm like, what the fuck's going on out here, bro? He was just like, yeah, I'm stopping in the city. Like, this is a random girl with 200 followers, man.
Rappers, all kind of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, social media probably has a lot to do with it. Now, if Heartbreak is influencing a lot of the music, and eventually the Heartbreak shit stops or whatever, what kind of next impact do you feel like you're gonna have with your music?
I don't just do Heartbreak music, feel me? I do all kind of shit. It just be the mood I'm in.
Yeah.
It be times where I do Heartbreak shit for a long while, but it don't be too long. Like I always switch it up, feel me? Like I can't be rapping about like myself. I can't do it. I get tired of my own shit if I just rap Heartbreak music all the fucking time. Feel me?
Well, yeah, some of this shit's gangster as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Like you pull up the gats and shit in the music videos and shit goes crazy.
Yeah. I recently just started like doing like not singing, like no auto tune, like rapping. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that it's been like 3 months I've been doing that shit. So
is the reciprocation the same as the music that's been popping? Did you feel like your fan base was following you even when you kind of switched it up?
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't even dropped a song with no auto tune. That's how recent I started doing it.
Oh, okay.
But all the gangsters singing shit and all that kind of shit, they fuck with it. Like all the Smoke did like 500K in a year, and that's the first time I ever did that. So, and that was like auto tune, but like gangster shit, feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And they fuck with that hard. So I mean, it just depends. The song gotta be hard, whether it's Heartbreak or gangsters, feel me? If it's hard, they gonna fuck with it. It could be my next number one. It could be Heartbreak. It could be anything.
Do you feel like your fan base is loyal enough that when you do take different chances and stuff like that, they're still there? Or do you feel like you're still kind of earning your image a little bit with them?
They got a lot of faith in me. I got a lot of faith in them because they know I could be versatile and I'm gonna be hard no matter what. So it don't matter what I do, they know it's gonna be raw. I mean, so
talk about the name a little bit, bro. Cause Fatso kind of when I heard the name the first time, I'm thinking you're gonna be 300 pounds easy.
Negative.
What's the negative? Terminator 3 in this bitch. Well, so what's the name come from?
So where it really come from, I still ain't find out a way to say it. Like I would have just said some funny shit right now, but it's cause in Spanish, like your old girl, your mom, like this happened in a lot of families. They call it their sons or daughters gordo or gorda. Feel me? That's what my old girl did. So when I was like 9 years old, my brother, he 28 now. So when I was like 9, I don't know, he was my age now, probably a little younger. They was calling me Fatso and shit. So at 9 years old, I was sticking. So by the time I was like 17, 18, like that's what everybody called me, even in school, like, feel me? So I don't know, I just stuck with that shit. I just made it my rap name, fuck it.
Yeah, it's fire. Yeah, fuck with that. It's a good name for sure.
It's definitely different.
Yeah, it's definitely different for sure. What producers are you working with? Who are you engineering with?
A-Dot, my engineer right now. Producer, I don't really got no main producer. I used to fuck with Palace Beats like crazy. I just be opening my email because I be having hella producers. I don't be knowing who it is, but I just be clicking the email and rapping on the shit if it's hard. A lot of times I be there for like 30 minutes to an hour looking for one beat. But yeah, producers I don't really fuck with like any mainly right now. But engineer, my main engineer, A-Dot.
Yeah. So. What's the process like when you get in the studio? How do you need things to be setting up? Like, what's your kind of ritualistic aspect when you get in? What's the best vibe for you, too, as well, to make the best music?
I just go in there and do whatever. Like, if I'm feeling, I just literally go in there and play beats. And that's how I start. If I fuck with one, I just hop right in the booth and start freestyling or writing at the same time. It don't matter. Like, it ain't really no like, rule book I go by or no, like, strategy. I just do whatever. Like,
now, you said you write and you freestyle, so you kind of incorporate both.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like a punching thing with your style of music, is it?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. I still write music, and I still freestyle or punching. I don't freestyle. I punch in. I guess you could say punching.
Yeah, because I think freestyle they go longer on the bars.
Nah, yeah, I just
punching.
say freestyle, but I mean punching. Feel me?
Yeah.
I don't just go in there and freestyle 10 bars and that shit just raw like that. Nah. I wish, dude.
How do you balance your life with music? Are you just fully invested in music right now, or is there stuff outside of music that you're kind of keeping your mind on as well?
I'm really well. Like I said, you gotta get money. So half of my time goes to making money, half of my time goes to making music. But not really half of my time. Probably most of my time making money, because making music really just be going to the studio. But like I could be working and incorporate that into my music. You see what, like you could really say the whole day you working on music, because whatever you do all day is what you're gonna rap about. So, feel me? It's complicated, bro.
Oh yeah, because your experiences generate the content, right?
Mm-hmm.
And especially if you're conscious of what happened to you throughout that day and you're really feeling it and paying attention to it, you translate into the music well.
Exactly.
That's what makes somebody an artist at the end of the day. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you're paying attention to the scene right now, how much do you pay attention to the underground scenes versus the mainstream scenes?
I mean, I try to pay attention, feel me? Because I be on Instagram. That's the only time I really see shit. Like,
really?
Yeah. I mean, I like to pay attention, but I've never really been one to like find the newest song that's trending or the newest artist, feel me? I recently have, but normally it'd be my dogs would be like on YouTube or whatever, and they'd just be telling me what's going on and shit like that. But I don't know, I don't really be paying too much attention to that shit. Like, I feel like that shit could distract you and shit like that.
Yeah, getting influenced from too many different directions, right?
Yeah, and not everything's the best thing, so.
Yeah. What kind of, now you obviously communicate with Scoob, and he's probably giving you some gems and shooting you some gems and helping you out. Now talk about some of the experiences you've had with him.
I mean, I don't really know, like, I still ain't had too many, but I could tell you, like, the shit he has taught me has been real important and shit.
Yeah.
I can't tell you off the bat, like, one thing, but shit definitely stick with me. Like, every day he be teaching me some shit when I'm over here.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you have, you know, a person who was at one point a worldwide sensation, man. He had songs that were fucking just hitting every single, a whole lot of choppers was everywhere. Like,
in fact, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes that shit just fly over my head.
Right?
But I'd rather be that way, feel me? That shit raw, though. Bro, a real legend. That shit crazy, no cap.
Yeah, and to have somebody like that kind of even throwing a few gems is always going to be extremely important. Because you got people who have, you know what's crazy? Sometimes I'll be talking to artists and they'll have like people like motivating them and shit, but they haven't done anything in music or anything like that. And it's kind of like, damn, I'm really listening to somebody who has not accomplished anything in this music industry. And, but they're still kind of motivated. But when you have somebody who's accomplished so much promoting you and you know they're very exclusive and selective about who you pick, it has to be kind of a special feeling, right?
Nah, it's definitely a special feeling. And like you say, the fact that they've been doing it so long and still hitting, still working, like putting in that work ethic teaches me a lot. That's one thing that you reminded me that he did teach me. Like the first time I came to Detroit, I seen how much he recorded and all that, feel me? So that shit, when I came back to Miami, I was going to the studio like 3 times a week. And that's really where I started punching in, was after that. So a lot. He influenced a lot of my music, I'm not gonna cap.
Yeah, that's why. Do you ever look and find people kind of from your area seeing what you've done so far with the style that you brought out and kind of trying to mimic it? We have an artist over here named Babytron, and like when he came out, all of a sudden a year later you had a bunch of mini Babytrons trying to rap over these disco style beats and shit. Do you see that happening for yourself as well?
Hell yeah. I remember when that first started happening, she used to get me mad, kind of like, not mad, but, you know, I felt a little some type of way. But then I started thinking, like, you know what, this is for a good reason. Like, it means something, you feel me? It means I'm doing good. Like, bro, where I'm from, like, I ain't always used to have dreads, you feel me? I used to have, like, this haircut. They call it, like, the Edgar cut. When I had that shit, bro, I had everybody doing that shit. Like, I used to go live with people with my haircut, and that shit would be funny as fuck. Like,
that's fire as fuck, that. And at the beginning, you're probably just thinking, like, oh, this person might take my shit and go and run off with it, but it was it's not possible, most likely.
Yeah, it wasn't ever good enough, like, as good as me, like, anywhere near. So I always knew, like, you know what, it could just a good thing. Like, people gonna notice it and they're gonna be like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I wish there was people copying me, man, out there. Nobody gives a fuck. You don't see nobody looking like me. You know what I'm saying? I'd be grateful for that shit. The competition is insane though, man. Like when it comes to trap rap and drill rap and all that stuff, that's why it's awesome that you kind of separated yourself and kind of made this whole new lane of music. I've legitimately never heard anybody that sounds like you.
That's lit.
Yeah. Talk about future plans, man. What do you got coming up? What projects you got coming out?
I'm trying to drop an album. I don't really know the name of it yet. I've been thinking about a few things. But yeah, I got enough music to where I could drop an album and back it up with a few singles. So that's my next move.
Yeah. Do you plan on more collaborations maybe with the next one coming up?
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably going to have actually one of the most collaborations. I think. I still don't know. I might change my mind. I don't know.
What's holding you? What's making you go one way or the other?
Really just picking songs. Nowadays it take me longer to like make sure I put the right kind of music. Like when I first dropped my first album, all the music I had was what I put in an album, and it was like 8 songs. Feel me? So I ain't really choose shit. Nowadays I'm really choosing. Like I got so much music where I'm really trying to just. That should take me a minute. Feel me?
Now you said you're 22 and you have to manage, making an income as well as making music. Is there are you doing it for more than yourself as far as the finances are concerned? Like, are you you know what I'm saying? Like, is it family stuff that you have to pay attention to, or are you just a person who needs that? You spend a lot, so you need a lot, or like type shit. Like, how's that working for you? Because 22, there's still people living at their mom's house and shit. You feel me?
Nah, in fact, I don't really live at my mom's house, and my mom could hold her own. Feel me? So I don't really need to like pay for anything. I pay for all my own shit. Feel me? Like she don't need to take care of me. Like so. Really just for me, feel me? I be helping out my brother sometimes and shit, like nothing crazy, feel me? Like there's nothing to brag about, feel me? Like So
do you feel like you can invest more time in the music in that? That's kind of my point. Like if you don't need to necessarily live like a crazy ass lifestyle, then can't you focus more on the music and make less money?
Honestly, I don't live a crazy lifestyle, bro. Like I got a regular apartment, like feel me? Like I don't really live a crazy other than music. Like music, that shit kind of crazy. I mean, not really, feel me? It's regular. Like, you gonna learn that industry shit is like nothing that's gonna be so fun to you, feel me? What's fun is getting money, feel me? That's the craziest thing you could do. Just enjoy your money, so that's why I get that shit. Feel me? Like,
Kinda. Because I'm saying, like, if I'm gonna be a rapper, right?
Yeah.
And I got time to be a rapper, I'm only gonna be a rapper.
But rapping is going to the studio and rapping, and you can only do that for so long every day, feel me?
But you're making money for your streams, and do you perform still?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, isn't that shit? Let's just say motherfucking rappers are making like at minimum $1,500 a week just off their music, right? For me, I'm chilling. I'm fine with that. I could do that and be straight.
Yeah, fast. You could definitely do that, be straight, but like I don't know, like that shit don't happen every day, feel me? So not right now, at least. I don't get a show a week, feel me? So it's not like I can. If I had that, it's like I ain't turning down that shit, feel me? I'd rather have more of my time be towards music, but right now I feel like I'm doing as much as I can. So.
Nick, you got anything for us, man? You want to throw something out here?
No, man, I'll be honest. I'm flipping through Tinder.
Man, you know how much money I spend on Tinder, man? That shit does not work, bro. I know this shit, this shit. I probably spend like $800 a year on Tinder, okay? Because I be buying the stars, and I be buying the boosts.
I don't dare do that.
Throw money on Tinder. That shit don't work.
That shit does not work. Me?
Yeah.
No. Hold up. First of all, I be getting bitches. Don't get that twisted. But the reason I'm on Tinder is because I like to. Never mind, man. The whole point is, no. Because if I say this, it's gonna hurt my like I'm gonna feel like a ego head or some shit. But the point is, I spend about $800 a year on Tinder, and I get matches like crazy, but none of it converts to the bitch being at my crib. It just does not happen, bro. No. What's your success rate on Tinder?
Sounds like a bad habit.
Very bad habit. How many do you get to the crib from Tinder?
I get like 4 or 5 over the time.
You don't know how to use Tinder, Freaky?
You say over a time. What's the time?
Oh, fucking years, to be honest.
Okay.
Did you ever hit Tinder up? Nah. You never played? Because your DMs are probably loaded, bro. DMs are probably loaded, bro. Rappers.
The whole desperation you go
One of my boys came on here. He's a manager. He's fucking rich as fuck, bro. Okay, he's an artist. He said, artists get more pussy even if you're rich. Even if you're rich, rappers get more pussy than a rich man. Isn't that crazy?
Nah,
yeah. But sometimes you're like, why?
Nah, it depends on the person. If you going out to the club, you don't gotta be a rapper, feel me? You got chains on and shit.
No, you can't. Cardboard man. Yeah. No, but no, it's a real thing. Rappers get more love because I think the reason rappers get more love is because that danger aspect is there. Most rappers are living the life that they're talking about and shit. So that helps bitches go like, okay, I fuck with that. That's hot. That's hard.
I think a lot of dudes are getting laid out there, but the quality of what they're getting might be more like Walmart Great Value van pussy, though. You know? Like, I had a buddy who get laid all the time. He would never show you who the fuck it was, though.
See, that's a pro. That's a con, feel me?
What?
Like, you can get hella pussy. A lot of that shit don't be what you want.
Yeah, that's true. You kind of settle for, like, whatever comes up in the DM.
Feel me? And then you ain't never gonna find love. Like, hoes know you fucking, so.
Damn, you're right, bro.
Not me, though.
Yeah, man, no, it's been awesome having you on, bro. This shit's been fun as fuck. Talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing out here in Detroit. Is there anything to promote or anything to talk about while you're out here?
I'm really working while I'm out here, bro. Whatever comes, I'm going to take it. I'm going to just do it.
What projects are you on? What are you looking at so far? What's on the table?
Like I said, I wanted to drop an album singles. I'm finna do that with somebody I met up here.
Okay.
I'm finna work with them, so that's another move I'm working on right now. Just music in general. I make more music, do more videos. We out here working.
For sure. Appreciate you being aboard, man. Yeah, bro. Like I said, your music is definitely fucking different. I like the singing style to it. I love how it stays hard at the same time. Love the concept of the visuals and the bitches being in. The bitches are all fire. I didn't see anybody under 9 in that bitch. They're all 9 10s. And I need to be in one. And just let me know. Detroit has a lot of fun. Are you gonna shoot any videos out here?
Hell yeah.
How long you know how long you're staying here for?
Probably another day.
A day?
I've already been here like 3 or 4.
All right, bad. Tell everybody how they can find you on social media real quick, bro.
94Fatso everywhere. Everything.
Appreciate you again. Fatso's in the building. High Low Visual shoots these productions. Freaking Man's in the building. Parallel Sound Studio hosts these. We're out. Peace.